Welcome to another edition of Some Guy and John. Guy with me right here, and guess where we're at again.
We should stop bothering and just come straight here.
We're like, just keep going to the Imperial.
Yeah.
We keep going to the Merc, but it keeps being too packed, too full. Can't get a word in.
Yeah, it's not far enough away that the walk does anything.
Yeah.
We have to walk.
We got music now.
Mm-hmm.
Music on the outside. Slick, swanky music. Which is good because it kind of covers up the memory of the movie that we just saw. And oh my god.
I will say that movie had one
You asked me.
physiological side effect. It did the exact same thing that it did that skate videos used to do to me when I watched skate videos.
It was all that GoPro.
It was like watch a skate video, I gotta fucking go skating. Watch that movie, I'm pumped up and amped up.
You want to go play a first-person shooter?
No. Even though I've never actually been in a fight, I want to get in a fight, or I want to go skating, which is actually worse.
Don't hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you. The drinking will take care of that.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
The drinking will take care of the feeling of wanting to have something happen.
And with all its wide-angle wackiness, what do we see? We saw Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
Hardcore Henry.
Which was not all that hardcore, and Henry was
Not
kind
really.
of nobody.
Henry was a nobody. I mean, I don't even feel bad about dropping in spoilers for this one. I just don't care about the spoilers on this one because I know nobody was in there with us.
Yeah, but
nobody was there.
But there's a whole sect of the population that will want to go see this movie. It's already said they've already taglined it. We'll change action movies forever. No, it won't. No,
they changed the way first-person shooter games are going to be made.
No, because it's the same as all the first-person shooter games that are out there.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And as a result, every time they make a first-person shooter now, they're going to have to make it different because
we already saw that you could do in a first-person shooter.
Everything you're going to be able to do, only we saw live action. Mm-hmm. So there's no way you're going to make a first-person shooter game without watching this movie and think to yourselves, well, they did it better because they used live action. We can't do that. We have just the CGI puppets to work with.
Yeah, we just have the mechanics of a game.
Right, so they're going to have to do something different. But that's all this was. This was an hour-and-a-half long first-person shooter. And it went from... It started, I think, with Portal. It started with Portal. And then went into kind of just straight up Half-Life, and then went from Half-Life to
Call of Duty.
Then
it turned into a first-person fighting game.
Right,
after the guns.
But it wasn't. There was big chunks of Grand Theft Auto when they're on the missions, and there's few places in Grand Theft Auto where they just give you the first person. So like when you're running a gun and somebody else is driving, and there's your first person. You're in a turret. Yeah,
the turret mode.
Turret mode, exactly. There was a lot of that where it was just Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
but they kind of skipped through like all the first-person shooters.
Yeah, all the
popular ones anyway. Clearly, the writer, director, cinematographer was like, "Let's make a first-person shooter."
Yeah.
Why? Because I love every single first-person shooter.
So we're still in non-spoilers.
No, everybody knows this if you happen to upon the trailer like we did in Batman v Superman. Mm-hmm. And guy was like, "We should go see this movie," and I'm like, "What movie?" And you're like, "Hardcore Harry." I'm like, "What?" And you're like, "Oh, the first-person shooter one." Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah, the first-person shooter one.
The proof is in that is how you had to describe it to remind me what it was.
Yeah.
So that is so.
Even though
right there.
I'm sure you've seen the trailer at least twice in front of Batman Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did, but I know it as the first-person shooter, which is why. And because that's just what it's going to be called.
Yeah.
It's the first-person shooter movie.
Oh God, it was.
And man, were there problems.
Yeah.
There were problems.
Yeah.
I mean, there were definitely parts of it where I was like, you know what? I know this is ridiculous, but I'm gonna have fun watching this scene because this scene is fun. There were definite fun parts of it, but that's coming from somebody who, I like first-person shooters. I just don't play them as much as I used to. But I played all the games that I was referencing.
No, I played Grand Theft Auto. I hate first-person shooters.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto is mostly third.
Yeah.
But there are those first-person spots. This was more storyline. This was a mix between like Portal and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and it just...
I saw a lot of Portal in there. I was waiting for cake.
Yeah.
where's the cake?
There's so little to this movie. We're just gonna have to. That's it.
The story was kind of for shit.
Now with my caveat of
when can we do spoilers?
Just because I like this movie doesn't mean it's a good movie. This doesn't even apply.
I like it for bad reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm going with.
Exactly. It's kind of a movie that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of a movie that I want something on in the background that I literally don't care about because I know what's going to happen while I do shit. And if I'm lucky, I'll look when something cool is happening, and if not, it'll motivate me to keep doing my shit because I don't want to be watching the bullshit that's on the screen right now.
I'll be honest with you, I mean, after a while, I just got sick of the fucking GoPro vision, the wide-angle lens.
Yeah.
I said this on Revenant. I think it gets overused, and I think it's because people are now pre-programmed to like the GoPro wide-angle fisheye lens because we've all seen it so many times in so many like, skateboarding, base jumping, whatever the fuck videos that we're all just used to it.
Yeah,
I still don't think that's a case to say that it's a good like shot. I think it's got to be one of those you use it for very specific things, like any lens in cinema. Unfortunately, when you base a whole movie around it, I think it loses its novelty really quick.
Yeah, let's jump knee deep in the spoilers.
I'm happy to do so.
What could have saved this movie?
The twist.
The exact same movie is everything.
Twist, and yes, there is a twist.
Yeah, there's a twist, but everything plays out at the end. And after he shuts the door, and she falls to her death, the pilot says, "Where do you want to go, Henry?" There's somebody piloting that thing.
Yeah, but you see, I think at the end, he should. Okay, here's the basic plot line. Okay, he wakes up, he's getting pieces of his body put on.
Yeah,
and they're all like mechanical. He's a cyborg. Essentially, he was near death, and his wife is there. She's a doctor.
No, he was dead.
He was dead, right?
He was dead.
And they're reassembling him like the $6 million man.
Yeah.
That's essentially all it is a $6 million man. That's all they did. And they make him stronger, better, faster.
Yeah.
Taller, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know. They didn't do anything
and
in his gentleman's area.
The wasted telekinesis?
Yeah, well, that was the
fuck?
bad guy, the boss. Because there's no way this isn't a video game with on a screen.
With a complete,
the whole thing is
with a tutorial level.
It had a tutorial level.
The rush into the game right out of the last minute.
Yeah, he gets put together. His wife, who's the doctor, in this futuristic, surgery room.
It's in the sky.
Gives him kind of the plot.
Yeah.
And just before they put it as voice modulation, because of course we can't have the main character talk.
Yeah, because they never do in first-person shooters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just before we get that one crucial part put in,
the bad guys
come in
through all of security because they get an alert that somebody's invading, and then the next chopped together edited shot, they're in the room.
Right. And now they have to run from this bad guy. So he gets everything but that.
Yeah.
And now he's on a time limit because he's powered by a battery now, which is low.
An atomic battery,
yeah. Which is low. So
like a Terminator.
Yeah, so he's constantly looking for another battery, and he's got help along the way that's like guiding him and giving him plot lines, plot points. And his name is Jimmy. And then Jimmy gets killed, and then 10 minutes later, there's another Jimmy played by the same actor, the guy from District 9. I knew I recognized him. That's him, the guy from District 9. Who I love that guy.
Yeah.
It just seems like he was doing somebody a favor being in the movie. Because outside of him and Tim Roth. Tim Roth plays in a memory is his father. We see that early. In a very small memory, we see Tim Roth staring into the screen, talking to him as a little kid. It's a small memory, it's a little shot. That's all I guess he can remember.
Yeah, and it's just like,
and he gets put back together, and then he's told, "Hey, listen, you may have forgotten, but I'm your wife, and I'm in danger." Because we're both in danger now, because now we're running from this bad guy who's got telekinesis powers, who can throw motherfuckers across the room.
Yeah, but we're not going to explore that at all.
Let's not explain that one at all. He just has telekinesis powers. There's no lead up to it. There's no origin. He just has this.
Yeah.
Creepy dude with bleach blonde, long hair, with an accent.
Doing a horribly bad fake, Not British though. European accent.
From a distance, I thought it was Jesse Eisenberg in the Lex Luthor.
Well, like I said,
that's kind of what it looked like.
Like I said, it's Quicksilver.
Yeah, it looks like Quicksilver. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the hair was dead on.
Which would almost explain his telekinesis because it looks like he's not moving, but he actually is. Yeah.
I mean, you're running from this guy and his group of baddies, and like any first-person shooter, you're constantly killing baddies and getting better and better weapons as you go along.
And and the bad guy has a feed onto you, and so everything that you're doing that never gets taken care of. So he knows everything you're doing.
He always sees you. He's always able to track you down. He's always able to find you. Good God.
Your waypoints come in the form of points on a map on a phone that's indestructible.
Right. They give him the touchscreen phone. They give him an iPhone, and he says, "My name's Jimmy. I'm going to be your buddy, and I'm going to call you at certain points, and I'm going to show you on the GPS map where you need to go." Straight out of like fucking Grand Theft Auto. Right there, you have the cell phone with a map on it that tells you where to go.
Somehow he's tough enough to fall out of a helicopter, not hit the water, hit a tree, and get up just fine with nothing broken.
He falls from like 600 feet from a helicopter at some point, and he's fine. Yeah. Well, we're led to believe because he's a cyborg.
Yeah, but I was even thinking maybe he had some telekinetic powers and that was some cushion the blow. But no, he doesn't have those. They're just the one guy.
Nope.
And he wants an army to take over the world.
Guy. Yeah, he wants to. He's building an army of cyborgs, just like our main character, just like us.
Yeah, kind of like.
Our first person.
But wait a second, if you were gonna do that, and you arm both sides with the same weapons, like the weapons of a military, your soldiers still get destroyed by gunfire.
Yeah, pretty easily too.
Your soldiers still get blown up by grenades.
Well, like any first-person shooter, you're kind of like through most of it, you're capping motherfuckers.
Yeah, left and right,
and the guns just get better.
Yeah,
you start out with like a knife, then there's a pistol, then there's two pistols, then you get a machine gun, then there's a shotgun.
Then you get special guns. Yeah,
there's a grenade launcher, the flamethrower we do. There's a do with the flamethrower.
Yeah, well, another thing
our main character never gets the flamethrower.
Yeah, another thing that would have
that's got to be a cheat code in the sequel.
Would have been testing an AI in real world circumstances.
I could see that.
Or piloting a cyborg body, or just something extra to blow your mind instead of your wife was working for them and you're nobody and you're a soldier.
Spoilers.
No, we're in the spoilers. I said just jump knee deep in the spoilers.
All right, the wife is not really
your wife's really a mad scientist, just like her husband.
Yeah, she's
programmed you to believe this.
She's just there for motivation.
Oh, in Dark City.
Right.
Putting these memories in.
Dark City's there's a memory blocker. It blocks out certain parts of your memories. Yeah, Dark City. There were so many video games and pieces of other movies put into this movie to try to cobble together a movie. That's all that was.
We literally wasted going to an early show of a movie to talk about it because it might have been good.
I may have mentioned this to you that I didn't think it was going to be good. And every single time I mentioned that, I tend to be right.
I thought it was going to be something. And it kind of turned out to be, it actually turned out to be nothing.
This was something. It just wasn't that something. It wasn't terribly good.
I'll say this on a day.
It was fun.
Sure,
it was fun to watch. I'll give it some credit.
I'm sure somebody's already made a better version of this on YouTube and cobbled together first person.
Oh, I'm positive. The fan video versions of this, I'm sure, have been made several times.
Well, it was inspired. There was an Indiegogo campaign to fund it.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, and
I'm pretty
fans
sure
of CharltonCopley.com was listed as one of the contributors, which is probably why he was in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody.
And he's kind of up for anything.
Has a GoPro or the Chinese knockoffs, the faux pros that you get for $50. I'm pretty sure anybody who's got one of those has already made this video like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. There's enough first-person shooter fans out there.
Yeah.
Where this will get good ratings, like Rotten Tomatoes wise, they'll say, the story was for shit, but you know what? It was fun to watch.
But it wasn't even at certain points.
I don't know. I thought it was reasonably fun to watch. As soon as you have to go into it telling yourself, listen, the story is terrible.
Yeah.
The acting's worse. It's just not good. The bad guy should be a really solid role, and it just wasn't. The guy was way over the top and stupid.
Yeah, and
it just was. But the story was kind of for shit.
Yeah.
The action was all great, But you couldn't really tell because, like most GoPro videos, you can't see most of this shit because this tiny little lens gets knocked around so frequently.
Yeah, like you said, people don't move their heads like that.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That was good too.
That was the other thing. The yes and no. Yeah, every time, because all our character can do is answer yes or no.
Yeah.
By shaking his head
or put his hands up in his
nodding
hands.
his head.
Was like,
yeah, we see his hands when he puts his hands up, and I'm just like, oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but all he can do is shake his head no or nod his head yes. And when a human being, a person, when you look at home, kids, try nodding your head yes. Do your eyes not just stay affixed on whatever the hell you're looking at and move with your, in this, we're led to believe your eyes always stare straight
your eyes
ahead.
are mounted in your head.
Mounted. And
I'll give them.
But we see him look up and down and
I'll
right,
give them
so that's
slight
not the
caveat
case.
that they're
it's not like
mounted into their electronics, or maybe they don't move, but obviously they do
because we see his eyes can move.
Yeah, that's right, because he looks around.
He looks around, so that's not the case. This is the only way they could figure out a way to make this one character, meaning the audience, interact with the other characters.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting in the movie chairs where we got popcorn in our hands. We don't have an A and a B button.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, press A to interact or press B to push this or whatever. Can't do that.
Yeah, it was just bad.
Yeah. It was bad. The action was good, but from what of it you could see.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. You couldn't really make out a lot of it, and I think they use that to their benefit. Which means they probably skimped a lot more than we think on a lot of these action scenes.
There were I think 5 different operators for the camera.
Yeah, and I believe it.
And I'm guessing one was the strong guy to throw people around and in the fights. Another one was a parkour guy.
Yeah.
Another one was a guy who's good with guns, so it looked like he could shoot properly. That kind of thing. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, but
it was just bad.
But even so, enough of the action was so shaken and fucked up.
Yeah.
That you're led to believe more things happened, so we're led to believe the effects were better than they actually were.
And then, you said, the fucking Wilhelm scream, really?
And there was a Wilhelm scream. They dusted off a Wilhelm scream as a sound effect.
Well, it's not even dusted off because it hasn't gone away, and I don't know why.
It's mostly gone away.
It's mostly, but it's been in recent movies.
Most audio guys know not to really use that in a lot of movies. They know it's one of those. Listen, it's free because it's everywhere, so we can get it and not pay royalties for it. But still,
it's kind of
just don't. It's pretty corny to use the Wilhelm scream.
Just like you don't make the wife the wife of the villain at the end.
Well,
everybody knows better than that because it's not a fucking twist.
Saw that a mile away.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that what's gonna be the twist? What's gonna be the twist? Oh look, the wife who's out with your bestie. It turns out nope, that's one of the bad guys. It's the bad guy's wife. And like any video game, you fight the boss at the end.
I would have even settled.
When it all looks hopeless, you fight the boss at the end.
I would have even been fine with their brothers. That would have been better than the wife.
That would. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it would have been better in one way, better than what we saw, but it still would have been bad and cheesy.
Yeah. Actually, what would have made it good was we're brothers. Henry realizes he has psionic powers too, so he's super duper badass.
Nah, I'm not buying it.
No, you don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so.
So do you want to rewrite it?
I don't know if I was handed this thing. I would want to
to start. You wouldn't even
script doctor it. I don't think I would want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think if you're paying me, no, I don't think I'd want to do it. I'd be like, give me put something else on my desk. I don't think I'd want to do this.
That's even how bad it is.
That's
not worth rewriting.
That's my point. Yeah. I don't think I'd want to waste my time. I'd much rather.
If you're gonna do a first-person shooter movie,
I would much rather do script doctor work on something else.
See, I'd almost say
I wouldn't want to touch this.
See, I'd almost say the only way to make it good is set it. Your opening is on an alien spaceship. And aliens are fucking with Earth to create that, and raising the dead to do it.
And Sigourney Weaver's there as Ripley again.
That'll work too. Yeah.
Because what the hell? Why not? I'm okay with that as much as I was okay with this. This is really just have you played enough first-person shooters and you want to get off your couch for 2 hours
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then watch somebody else play a live action first person shooter.
Yeah, badly.
It's really all it is.
Yeah.
It's really, are you addicted to first person shooters? Yes.
Yeah.
Good. You'll love this movie.
It did have like actually
Still,
it had
the plot line was as bad as most of them.
It had that one good line. You're half pussy and half cyborg.
It like I said, it had a handful of and a very small handful. A very small
moments,
handful of good moments.
Yeah.
There was one line of like, "Hey, you're half cyborg and half pussy," and then the guy you're chasing, because you're chasing a guy at that scene.
Yeah.
The guy runs away, like jumps off a building or something like that, and you have to go follow him. But that's like that's like a Grand Theft Auto mission.
Oh, and Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yeah.
With the headshot to him blowing off his head while you're holding him, talking to him. Yeah, it's like, oh man, come on. And they're making a Ghost in the Shell movie, and I'm interested to see that.
Is it going to be first person like this?
No, it fucking better not be.
This was just, you know what? This will speak to FPS friends.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's it. Now, luckily for them, there's enough of them out there. But this is the only group of people that are going to love this movie.
And it's so not redefining the action genre. When you say that, it's one of those things that something in the tagline said redefining the action genre.
Really?
Yeah.
What rag of a fucking magazine said that shit?
I don't know, but it's like you don't get to say that. That's things that people say to you.
That's not even close to true.
Yeah.
I mean, this was not redefining it. This was just giving out like, okay, here's another way to shoot an action movie.
Yeah.
No one's gonna do it like this.
Yeah, because
that's not for like a good reason. Like, oh, nobody could ever do it like this again. No, plenty of directors could do it like this.
And do it.
It's not, and better. I don't believe it was that hard to do it. I think this looked like kind of a lazy way to do it. I don't think it's innovative to do it like this. I think this is more of a lazy way.
This movie, the writing session for this movie was, wait, do this too. That would be cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Do that. Oh, make the music be all heart pounding and then stop for a second and then come back. That'll be cool. And you're like,
I think most every single part of character development when they're doing the script, sitting around a round table, I think every single time they got to a character, everybody took another bong hit.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kept going with that. And so the movie just got more and more ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But at a certain point, it was just kind of goofy to watch.
There was one person that got
a contact high. It was more fun to yell at the screen.
There was one person that got a contact high who was like, we got to finish this today. Even if it takes all day, we got to finish this. And when we're done writing it, we're done, and that's what it's going to be our fucking movie. Yeah.
To meet.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Who put this thing out? What studio put this out?
I don't know.
We saw the trailer at BBS.
Yeah.
And it was in both. I do remember it as in both. But it was a very short trailer.
Yeah,
I remember that. It wasn't very long. But that's probably because the movie wasn't very long. And what else can you say?
Yeah, I watched the longest trailer I could find last night. And that gave away that it was his wife. He was going to rescue her. So standard rescue mission. Showed some stuff. Oh, and kind of even got the gist. Like that's like watching the trailer. I was kind of like, that's really not his wife.
Yeah, this was really one of those. They didn't inherently give it away,
but they gave it away.
It was pretty blatantly obvious. Like, okay, this is going to be the character that you have so much faith in.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's going to be the character that's going to turn on you. And sure enough.
Yeah, because it was like.
As sure as the day is long.
Like, it started out like
no.
It started out like it's like
not
okay, honey, you don't remember me. We love each other. Here's our wedding ring. Here's like a little bit of stuff. Not like if it would have had that moment. In between not getting your voice and coming out and walking around where she actually talked to him more about you're not going to remember because this is some shit that we went through. I'm so glad I was able to bring you back. You were almost dead, not you were actually dead, as we wind up finding out later. An actual heartfelt tutorial moment to tie you to the character that you're hunting for.
So the wife is not really his wife.
Yeah,
that was also the same person that was screwing his legs on and putting his
that put him together and woke him up. Yeah,
building
the doctor that woke him up
from a cadaver, right?
Yeah.
Now the point of this was so that wife is clearly not your wife.
Yeah.
The audience member. So clearly, that's the bad guy, the boss's wife.
Yeah.
Okay. So the boss is the evil guy. It's his evil plan. He wants to create an army of bad guys that will do his bidding, so he can
To end history.
which is, I guess, to take over the world.
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty typical bad guy. Let's take over the world. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm used to that. I've seen that in every fucking superhero movie.
Yeah, and starting
Fine.
from the
I'll do it. I can handle it.
Yeah, and with the most simple of logic, you could never do that because the resources needed to create these soldiers are impossible to maintain on any kind of
movie's
battlefield front.
impossible to do this shit. They're raising cadavers from the dead.
The bad guy would have a
them.
better chance doing it himself. Focusing on honing his
the
sonic powers to do whatever the fuck he
The
wanted.
bad guy had
yeah.
psychic telekinesis powers the entire time. Nobody explores that.
And they hurt him so much that he bled kung fu style, which means he should have been dead after his nose bled the first time.
Something insane like that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so his point was...
He was entertainingly bad, though, with his horrible humor.
Yeah, he was entertainingly bad.
Yeah.
He was, like, ironically bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but his whole plot was, I'm going to build these super soldiers from cadavers and take over the world.
Yeah.
Okay, in the process of doing that, what goes wrong? Because constantly he's throwing mere mortals at our main character, at us, so that we cut down with fucking shotguns and Uzis and whatever the fuck else, right? Okay, so these are mere mortals, these are people. So he's obviously got access to a small army.
Yeah.
Because he's got helicopters,
Yeah,
he already
has an army that operates
got tanks, helicopters, he's got
freely in public.
Yeah, and we're all in Russia. That's the thing. We're in Russia where everything's, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Theoretically,
right.
Yeah.
So he has all these resources, right? And he's building these super soldiers, right? So the first thing he wants to do is he wants to put one, or at least, well, we're led to believe all of them, because they all wake up the same way.
Yeah, they're all Henry, basically.
Right. Every super soldier wakes up.
The only thing that is theirs from their past life is their name.
Their name, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, but they all wake up, and they're all instantly pitted against his own army of mortals.
Yeah, and they're all equipped with Henry's memories, because Henry's the alpha one that they're going to download the memories of Henry into the other soldiers to make them as badass as Henry.
If they all wake up, and the whole point of them is to do this guy's bidding.
Yeah.
Why is this guy throwing legions of his own regular human
And why is he pitting himself as the enemy?
Point? Yeah, he puts himself in as the bad guy.
Yeah, so all his soldiers will wake up wanting to kill him.
Why wouldn't you wake this guy up with him?
Yeah, with him.
And say, hey, listen, I brought you back from the dead.
And you know what? Let's do a little rewrite. Take it a step further. Yeah. Fuck that. They're lovers.
Hey, that works. Yeah, but you know what? He probably doesn't want to stick with all the variables. What if one of their lovers, they don't really like one of their lovers, and they're out to kill that lover?
Yeah,
but maybe you just woke up somebody that got put to death on purpose.
Yeah.
Did die in an accident.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
windsurfing accident.
I guess, you know what?
Maybe it wasn't that guy. Maybe it was the guy who was on life without parole.
I'll say inside of the logic of
and
the movie.
And then got shanked in the fucking shower.
I'll say inside of the logic of the movie, all his
maybe it was that
soldiers.
Guy
okay, I'll say inside of the logic of the movie, from the way it seemed at the end when they came upon all those bodies at his thing, he was killing his soldiers to turn them into other Henrys.
Oh, you think? Okay, so you think all those people that Henry killed, he's
were going to become
them.
super soldiers? Yeah.
To do what? Because he's going
to be his army.
How? He's going to wake them up, each one of them, and have them fight another army.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have that many humans at his disposal.
Yeah, well, it seems that he does.
That's expensive as fuck. Because how many small armies this guy's got? We just wiped out 1,000 dudes.
Yeah,
as the hit counter. As we saw the death count go up in this movie, there's 1,000.
Which would have made the movie better.
Right, but see, now you need 1,000 small armies. Every single time.
Stats would have made the movie better.
Yeah, absolutely, but
he's feeding the memories into the new soldiers so he doesn't have to kill them.
No.
He said he's feeding the fighting tactics. The soldiers that he faced at the end were filled with the memories of Henry's whole day and how to fight and how badass he was.
I still don't get how this bad guy let's not forget, telekinesis powers that kind of makes him above humans.
Yeah,
right off the bat by himself.
Yeah.
I still don't see how his plan would work. I don't again.
No, it won't work logically. That's the problem.
Any of these movies, especially the superhero movies, I always think, okay, what would happen if the bad guy got everything he wanted? And you know what? Half the time, I'm very fucking disappointed. Because half the time I'm like, you know what? Nothing would work out.
Wait.
Even if everything went the way the bad guy wants, it's still that plan still wouldn't work. And that's usually what drops it for me from a lot of these movies. And that's usually what hurts some of these movies, even superhero movies that I love so dearly. Sometimes when I'm just like, you know what, if they don't get the villain right, that ruins half the movie as far as I'm concerned. It really kind of does.
Okay, wait, let's go through.
You want to go through? You want to get off of Hardcore Henry for a second? Start
It was
explore my theory.
No, it was literally so nothing that there's nothing to get off of. We're just done with it.
You know what?
That's the end of Hardcore Henry. Yeah.
I think that's part one and done.
Yeah.
I think we're part one and done with Hardcore Henry because that was just a waste.
And I'm gonna go with fuck this movie.
I'll go with fuck this movie too.
Because it was horrible.
I'll go with fuck this movie. I know you love your scale, so I'll go with fuck this movie too.
Well, okay.
We're not doing this for a million times. No. I'll go with fuck this movie. I'll back you up on that.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you're a super duper first person shooter fan, if you cannot get off of Call of Duty or Portal even, but mostly Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, I think those two.
I think you'll enjoy it, but you'll be going fuck this because this is bullshit. Because you would do it differently if you were playing the movie playing the game that is this movie.
This movie will make you go back home and love your video games more.
Yeah.
I think
because you actually have control over what's happening instead of watching an idiot go fumble through all this bullshit.
I think the one takeaway from this movie is if you already love Call of Duty, Portal, any first-person shooter, really. If that's your genre, if that's your shit, rock on. That's awesome. But see this movie because it will make you love those games more.
And I'll say this:
if you're not a fan of those games, fuck this movie. Do not waste your time. It is awful.
And I'll say this right now: that is not the gayest jacket ever because that jacket is fucking badass. Because it's actual fucking mirror.
There's a line in the movie where the flamethrower dude shows up
with a sweet ass,
and he's got this sweet ass like
mirror. It's a disco ball jacket. It's a mirror coated jacket because it's
it was like Mylar and tinfoil.
No, but it was plated too.
I know it was,
and that's what made it sweet.
No, you know what it was. It was a cheesier version of the one in Lethal Weapon 4. Remember in the beginning, I don't know if you remember Lethal Weapon 4, the Chris Rock one. In the beginning of the movie, where they're both old. Riggs and Murtaugh are both old.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie, it's Riggs and Murtaugh on the rain. They drive to downtown LA, and there's a motherfucker in the middle of the street with a flamethrower and a machine and an Uzi.
No, but the jacket.
And he was armor plated to the fucking teeth.
Yeah, and
that you could clearly see he built himself.
Yeah, and
which
that's
made
why
it
I
awesome.
said and that's why it's not the gayest jacket ever. It's one of the most badass jackets ever.
This one was cheesier than that.
Yeah, this one wasn't that good, but it was.
But it was not. But what the line was from one of the characters that you interact with.
Gayest jacket ever.
He looks outside the window and he sees this dude walking down the street with a flamethrower, but you don't see the flamethrower yet. And he's wearing this like Mylar tinfoil fucking suit jacket.
Yeah, mirror plated.
Disco ball jacket. And the guy goes, "That's the gayest jacket I've ever seen." And we all kind of laughed.
Yeah.
Like, me, you, and the other 4 or 5 people in the audience laughed. And then the dude all of a sudden turns up the heat on the flamethrower. We're like, "Oh shit, watch out." He heard it. He heard us.
And then there's
that
like
was
no
a funny
surprise,
line.
and there's no surprise for Jimmy because you're like, okay, the first Jimmy gets shot, and then another one shows up.
Well, the Jimmys
far too soon, and then when that one dies, you're like, okay, how long till the next one?
The Jimmys were drones, controlled,
which is Ghost in the Shell.
Right, the Jimmys were drones controlled by the real guy named James,
who was crippled.
He was crippled. And he was controlling drones, like versions of himself that were lifelike in the real world.
Which literally
that were all different. They had all different personas. There was the British commando from World War II. They had the brand new SAS sniper,
which made no sense because
they were all random.
Inside it falling back on I like to stay inside the logic of the movie.
Yeah.
Inside the logic of the movie, why didn't Jimmy just take his revenge on? I don't even know if the fucking boss had a name.
I don't think so.
By creating a drone that didn't look like Jimmy, infiltrate it and kill him.
That could have worked because
And
the
be done
guy,
with it.
because the boss, is
Which
the, one,
would've-
the boss is the one who put Jimmy or James, the main,
And they're actually
in the wheelchair.
And actually, there's
So he's got an extra guy.
There's your perfect rewrite.
And he didn't go after the boss.
No.
You're right.
No,
all he had to do,
yeah.
all he kept doing was helping.
Yeah.
Helping Henry.
There's
he
your-
should have did it
okay.
himself. He could have.
No, there's your perfect rewrite of this movie.
Yeah.
Henry winds up being a drone of Jimmy that became autonomous and embraced Jimmy's revenge quest.
I like
And at
that.
the end, he meets Jimmy.
Oh, I
Jimmy
like that.
Jimmy expositions him and tells him what happened, and also says, "I'm setting you free because I was controlling you, but you had a choice every step of the way because you became sentient and you embraced my cause
I like that.
and went beyond it, and now you're free."
I like that.
And
I like that.
that would have been
I like that.
a fucking fantastically brilliant
I
movie.
like that. Can I tack on an add-on?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I would do. I would give him the power of speech, and I'll tell you why it's important. I would want him consciously asking, "Why am I doing this? Oh my God, we're gonna die!" And then he figures it out without knowing about it.
So you would have him talking to himself, not
I would
narrating?
want
Yeah.
Henry like talking to himself in his own head, saying, "Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Oh my God, we're gonna die!" Like actually, like the fear, but him still doing everything.
Yeah.
And not understanding why he's able to get out of these jams and why he's involuntarily.
Yeah, and that's why it
kicking
would be
ass.
at the end. It's like, I told you what to do.
You know, I was controlling it.
And I was controlling you.
Yeah, and
I was controlling you, like, and
You were
you could have
conscious,
you could
but
have
I
that.
was controlling it.
You could have that break point, especially adding
Yeah.
in with the voice. You could
Yeah.
have that break point where he stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And he started talking to himself
Yeah.
about what he was going to do, not why
Well, then
he was
he can
doing
actually
it. Yeah.
talk to the real Jimmy in
Yeah.
the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And say, "Oh my God, like was I dead?" And they're like, "Yeah, you were dead. But
Yeah,
I brought you
yeah.
back to life, and I was controlling you for my own means.
Yeah.
For my own gain.
Yeah.
But now I'm setting you free because I brought you back to life. You have life again,
yeah.
and don't waste your life."
I got what I wanted. You're free to do what you want.
Right.
You're now your own person, which does fall back into Ghost in the Shell, but would have
Yeah,
made
you know,
it
that
so
would've
much
been
a
good.
better story because the reveal,
that would've
like
been
the
good.
bullshit reveal of the wife and everything,
Yeah,
now
that was stupid. That
would
was
be
stupid.
you could still have it in there, but it would be diminished by the actual reveal of you were a drone this whole time that became autonomous and embraced
Yeah.
my cause,
Yeah.
and
I like
that's
that.
why I'm setting you free.
I like that.
Almost like a slave that agrees with its master that what it's doing, why it's doing what it's doing,
I like that.
is for liberation, which would have made it such a great movie.
I like that. That would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. All right, enough's enough with Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. This is not even worth a download. I'm done with that.
Do you want to go on to? Do you want to get drinks and end part one now and then start up with Cloverfield?
We can.
Okay.
We can. I'm still going pretty good. I've been
done
saying
with
you
it.
polished yours off pretty good. I'm still.
Well, I got that like I said, it had that physiological thing on
Yeah,
me.
you're
Where
blasting away.
I'm like pumped up.
Not from Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, no, that's what I said. The one thing that it did, like I said, if you watch as a skater, I watch a skating video, I want to go skating. I watch this thing, I don't want to go get in a fight necessarily. I want to do something physical so my body's amped up that way. So yeah, my drink's done. I'm stuck. I'm like, how long is it going to take for this ice to melt so I can have something more to drink because we're still talking? Yeah.
Okay. We will complete part one on Hardcore Henry, and we will be back for part two on onto
Cloverfield.
10 Cloverfield.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Which, you know what? I'll be honest. I actually like the sequel better than the first one. It's not often. I know I did, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I didn't particularly like the first one, but I like the second one.
Let's
which we will get into in part two.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. You're waiting for me to say that.
Yeah.
Which we will get into in part two, and I will drop that bombshell yet again. 2 bombshells. Well, same bombshell twice, but yeah, we'll get into that. All right. Part 2 coming up after we refill. You guys watch something else on YouTube. I don't know. I'm sure there's a panda doing something cute. In the meantime, we'll be right back.